Well, good morning again, YouTube. I don't know where I left off. I think I was working on the interior. But if you remember a month or so ago, I backed this thing into the pickup, and I dented this fender up pretty good. And then I had a video where I patched it, repaired it. It was also crunched right there. You can see that triangle. So I sanded this all off and put the red on it. Don't have any clear at this point, but it's good and dry. It looks nice, a little buffing, and it'll take this out. I probably ought to sand it just a little and then clear it. But the other thing that I found is this back part here cracked, and it was because I couldn't weld the metal to anything in there. It was just all rust. So I had done two parts here where this is all tape. You don't see it, but you can see a little bit of the red right there. I repainted this whole section. I fixed it and repainted that, and now I'm working on the blue. Basically, I let this set a few days, well, a few weeks, and that crack came back. Nowhere near as bad as it was, but it's cracked. So I fixed that up, and get this trunk open here. And what I'm doing is there was a section right in here that I'd filled with fiberglass, and what I've done is just fix that all up. I primed it today, and now I'm gonna squirt the blue in it. You can see that's not super good. I believe I painted that with a brush, and I never really finished this trunk. It's just painted Rust-Oleum black. So I'm going to run a wet rag around that and get all the dirt out of it and try to squirt blue in it. But basically what I'm going to do is paint this section blue and just get it where it matches pretty good. You can see I still got a lot of dirt. I didn't really clean this at all, but I only really want to do that corner, so I've got it masked back here so I don't get my blue paint up on my red stripe. And I'll try to get this painted, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that trunk right now. Whether I squirt some more paint on it, kind of hesitate to do that because I'm going to get it all over the car. I've got a big roll of plastic I might put on it. But the first thing is get this all painted up, and you can see where I've got a kind of a curved section right there. This is going to leave me a line just like the red up here. This is just the paint. I probably ought to clean it up with steel wool and put clear on it. And you can see where I kind of rubbed that with lacquer thinner or acetone, left streaks in it. But once this gets cleaned up, and of course this fender's filthy. You can see how much dirt's on it. But anyway, that's what I'm going to try to do, is get rid of this big white primered spot I had in here, get it blue painted, and I'll paint this bottom first, and then close the trunk and paint the top. So I should be good there. Like I said, I don't know what I ought to do about that. I've got some Rust-Oleum blue that I could paint it with a brush, but it's a royal blue. It's a different color than the car. It's way too light. It's about the color of that tape. I don't know. Maybe I'll go ahead and put plastic on the whole car, because I gotta mix up enough paint to do it. I wound up getting a whole quart, so that's plenty enough for the trunk. Kind of my paint stand looks terrible. Anyway, that's what's happening with the 29. I'm trying to patch it up, finish it, get it ready for sale. I got myself a 3D printer, and I printed some buttons, and that has fixed my interior real nice. So that's all good. Well, here we go. Press on with this. Well, this should protect my body and everything from overspray. I'll have the fans blowing back this way, but once the trunk is open, I can spray it there, and this will keep the spray from getting on most of it, and when I get to the edges, it'll be spraying that way, so I won't get any on the car. And I'll just open that trunk up first, and might as well do that. I think I can spray this pretty good now without getting overspray on anything. I'll probably pull this down by hand and do that top edge there. I'm gonna just wipe it with a rag for now. Any that does get in here will be kind of minor. I just want to keep it from that blue paint, keep it from getting on the red mostly. I don't care if it gets on the blue so much, but this way I can knock this out and get it cleaned up to start with, and then work on the rest once I get the paint mocked up. Well, here's this section painted. I didn't show you the trunk or the inside, but that all got painted, and then I closed it. You can see here on the top, the blue there, where I painted the outside edge. But looked like my gun dripped one spot right there. Yeah, you can see it. But basically that's good. My tape stuck down good, so I shouldn't have any bleed through. I give it 2 quick coats. I'm letting for it to tack up. Still a little wet. I'll put 1 more good coat on there, and I think we'll call it good for that. Sure was a lot of work just to do a less than a square foot. Well, here's my final result. I just pulled the tape off of it while it's wet, so I don't have to mess with that. Looks like my tape didn't stick right in this corner here, and I still see my crack, but that's just going to come back anyway. And I can see my little curved line there, but that's really good. A little bit of rubbing compound will take that out. So looks like my patch was good. At least I don't have a big white spot in there. And the trunk turned out real nice. Can't really see up in there, but it painted well. And I didn't get any overspray on it. You can see a lot on the plastic there. I would have had overspray over this whole car. It's all the way up in here. But my little $2 or $3 plastic sheet saved me a lot of work there. So this is all done. And I also used a Q-tip and some paint. I picked up all the little scratches on this door, and I also had a couple bolts I had here for the heater. There's one right there, another one down there. They were white from primer, so I got in there and squirted them. So firewall looks pretty good. Fenders are looking good. A little bit of rubbing compound on this, and that'll be the end of the cycle of running my car over with a truck.